This week on In the Epic Shop, the Ginger complains about rubber.
She's a bit annoying for installs.
Mike carefully cleans a tailgate. And our two-door Jeeps get TERAFLEX Tire Carriers.
It's been almost a week since we put the suspension in my two-door, and next week we're gonna put the suspension in Paul's two-door so he can stop getting made fun of. But I can't stand driving around without a spare tire, because a spare tire not on the back of a Jeep is an eyesore. What's even worse of an eyesore? A spare wheel without a tire on it on the back of a Jeep. That is painful to look at. So luckily, our friends at TERAFLEX sent us some tire carriers for these vehicles, and honestly, the entire time the JL and Gladiators has been out, I have not found a better hinged tire carrier for these Jeeps that'll carry the weight. Of course, we're gonna use this. It looks the cleanest, and it's gonna hold up the big heavy tires we're putting on this thing, including Paul's fat 13.5-inch wide Toyo. We're just gonna get to doing it at the same time, and it's gonna be a hot day, so we're trying to get this done this morning before we all die of heat exhaustion. Let's get to it. Now, you can do this without doing this, but I just enjoy ripping this piece off the Jeep because it comes off so nicely, usually. Now that's out of the way. The reason we did this is just so we can nicely unplug the camera and the third brake light. Now we just got to take the camera off because we do want to keep the camera. Now we got to do some trim removal here. So, they don't mention this in the instructions, but we always like to find uses for duct tape while we're doing things. And this time, we're going to duct tape the corners so when you're adjusting the tailgate and you slip, you don't take the paint off at the same time. The little stickers for the center, I don't remember seeing those ever in my life.
They've always been there. He's just getting old and forgetting.
Hear that? That was all the paint cracking. Vehicle's worth nothing now. Don't be alarmed. They don't paint what they can't get to.
So when we're dueling here a little bit, little mental note, if you're working with them, hide your freaking tools. Because every time you go to grab your tools, you can't find it.
Which is a first, because normally all my tools are missing. Mike's getting a little old. Eventually we're gonna have to take him out back to the shop and put him down.
I'm not old.
Because he can't even find his
old.
sockets. I was like, So Landon, when I wasn't looking, disassembled the harness and wrapped it all nice in Tessa tape so it's all protected, because it is gonna go in the hole.
That's what she said.
And behind part of the hinge, so it's neat and tidy. Sometimes you need to shim these things because not all Jeeps are created equal or straight. That goes for both the body and the frame. So we may put this all together and it just not hold up the tire properly and we have to shim the bottom. This is the Neanderthal way of adjusting. Okay, now I marked it here, because now I'm just gonna push it in a 1/4 inch more so we have a nice amount of preload of the tire crushing against the door so we don't have any movement. So, remember we talked about the brake light we saved from disaster? Well, that's because you get to reuse it and put it on this nice little mount TERAFLEX made, so it's gonna go clamp around the billet aluminum camera housing. Even has a really nice release red. You just gotta tighten it up so it's nice and snug. Ours is already together. So, we're gonna put that on in a second, but works like a charm. So just to let everyone know, the torque on the wheels is 130. The torque on the tire carrier is 100. So don't go to 130, you might cause some damage. So now, when you release it, you can slide it off. So we're just gonna move it back, center it up, clamp her down. There's the new camera, factory camera, billet aluminum housing, factory light, quick release brake light so you can get access to your quality nuts to hold the tire on. Ta-da! Whew, that's got weight now to go.
That's perfect.
See how it works.
One time only, baby. One time only.
That was the third time you had the tire on and off. Yeah, don't start.
No, the door.
Landon nailed this first shot.
The door is perfect.
No shim, no nuts.
If I didn't put a shim in this, this would have been.
Oh. All right, guys. We've basically completed 2 tire carriers. Landon got the measurement right first time, didn't have to do any shimming and readjusting. It just works like hot damn. And then as you can see, Mike's got it on there. Took him a couple tries, but it's still on there. And now, you're right, it was more than a couple. And then if you look, Paul's got this nice, insanely heavy tire on the back, which has now created a Cali-Squat. Damn! On his 2-door. So maybe next week, if we have time, we might lift this vehicle so it doesn't look as funny, because he might even be able to pop a wheelie on the way home just from the counterbalance he's got back here. All in all, this one looks like a proper Jeep now, so we're moving in the right direction. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, throw a comment down, do whatever those people on the internet do all the time, because we got a lot more videos about these 2 coming.
And if you hate us, tell your enemies, why should you suffer alone?
Your Jeep normally doesn't come with these, but we've been working on some things in the background and we're not ready to tell you about them yet. So, and that's not the socket for it. It's too small. Well, no, why, is that a 17? Because I don't think that was a 17. Unless the nut is just a, no, I don't think it's a 17.
Nope, 9. It's a 19.
It's a 19.